Hello! And it's about time I did one of these. Welcome to Forza Horizon 2! I would be doing Horizon 6, but currently my Xbox doesn't like recording that and playing it at the same time because I tried to record the intro as a test and it lagged very badly. And I would rather wait. So we're going to be playing this. My kind of first Horizon title. Not my first Forza, my first Horizon. Yes, this was my first Horizon. Let's turn that off. And, but it also really wasn't, because this is Horizon 2 for the Xbox One. My first Horizon was Horizon 2 for the 360. We're going to go do some races. Not in this thing, in the different car. But yeah, my first Horizon was 2 on the 360. Not this version of 2. Very different.
In 400 meters, turn left.
And, despite the fact that that version of 2 is
turn left.
not good in the slightest, I still loved it. And after I got an Xbox One, I got to play 3, and my specific Xbox One before my Series X came with Horizon 4 and the Lego expansion. So, and obviously before Horizon, I used to play a lot of Forza Motorsport 4.
Sorry, the car that you're currently driving isn't eligible for this championship. You can either race in one of these cars or head back to the hub and sign up for a different championship.
My first Forza was Motorsport 4. Very good starting Forza, I must say. And how this game works is that this game used the championships that we see in Forza nowadays.
Okay, you've done
There's a lot of
really
dialogue,
well. You just need to win this next race and
and it's also mostly repeated. But yes, they use a lot of that. They use a lot of the entire game works around a championship feat, works around the addition of championships, which would eventually go on to be in normal Forzas throughout time. This was the first Forza to have championships. I believe this was also the first Forza to have the proper car disciplines, like rally cars and buggies and stuff. But obviously before buggies were a thing, buggies weren't a thing in this. That was a Horizon 3 thing. This game also introduced a lot of stuff that we see as a norm in Forza, like skill points. That wasn't a thing in Horizon 1. That was kind of just a throwaway feature. Let's have it because why not? It didn't actually do anything, it didn't mean anything. Oh yeah, this was also... Before being rudely interrupted, this was the first game to have what's its name? This race type, cross country. No cross country in Horizon 1, so there was like barely any just not being on a road. There still wasn't much not being on a road, but there was a lot more than what it used to be. Plus, this game also had the fun little areas like the docks. There was the airport and the docks are the two that I remember the most. And yeah, there was one in the 360. I kind of missed out on one of the best little hangout areas in a Forza game. Yeah, when it comes to how many Forzas I've played, all of them. I have played all of them. I have played every single Forza. I had to pause there because it just said that it recorded something, because this game is so old that it records on it, that it clips on its own sometimes. Joy. That's not going to annoy me whatsoever. I think this is the last race in the championship, so afterwards we'll get out of this Ford. I'll get into something else. I like to stick with one car per championship, even if I have, as you saw, 4 different cars to use for a discipline. I could have used one car for each race, but nah, that's not how we do things here.
Great driving, mate, and another win too. Well done.
Normally I would wait for the other people to finish, but because we're doing video, I won't. Because otherwise you'll be bored.
You're closing in on that spot in the finale.
Yes, I have finished this game. The original video that I did to introduce this channel, that was me doing the Goliath for the first time in this game. But it is technically finished. What happens after it's finished is that you go through it again, except you can choose the location of every single championship you go to, because normally it's set by the game and you just pick the discipline you want to participate in. Yeah, after you've done that, you have to do it again, but this time you get a free choice, so you can choose where to go next.
That was the final championship of this road trip. So, if you're ready, head back to the Montalino hub, and we'll all make tracks back to the festival for the awards party.
In 200 meters.
Okay, so we're not
right.
going to a different location, we're going back to the festival to do like a reset, because like every few road trips it will be like, it will reset and we all have to go back to the festival for like an awards party thing. Basically just the game trying to have an atmosphere, which, you know, it's better than 5 at least. It's better than 5 at least. So yeah, we're heading back to the festival for like the awards party, which will also reset the road trip because you can't go to the same location twice. Which basically means that if you do want to complete the entire thing, all championships of all disciplines, I would probably even out each location, like do one thing in each location, then move on to a different discipline. Because otherwise you might end up at a point where you need to do 3 different championships in the same location. It doesn't let you do all 3 of them back to back, so you have to redo championships just to get another shot at doing a new one, which is a bit silly. Something 360 didn't have the problem with, because they kind of faked the championships and road trips by just having them be separate events, and every single time you go to a new location you just got a new one. You just got a new set of 4 events where they were scripted on where you go. It wasn't random and you couldn't choose. However, you could go back and redo events, and you had to do them in, because that game was obviously a bit smaller because they had to compact it to get into the 360, there's less cars. Hey look, a Bugatti, that's not in Horizon 6. Lol. Yeah, you can like, they didn't do the championships thing properly is what I'm trying to say basically. They didn't do this. You didn't have, they only had 10 disciplines, and so basically you have to do every race 10 times to 100%. But you could do them in whatever order you wanted once you finished. The roaming NPCs, for those who don't know much about Horizons, these have always been a thing in these games, and if you're in free roam you can like 1v1 them at like prompt to head to head, but there's like no checkpoint, so you can just cheat and just cut through a massive field, and you know, that's fair game because there's no checkpoints. They don't give you much money, but there is a perk you can get that makes it so that like special ones will appear and they give you like 30 grand for beating them, but they're always like in a much more powerful car than you. I've never seen one that's not in like an S2 car, and I don't really drive S2 cars in this game that much. Besides from the upgraded ones, because I like having ridiculous things.
Alright, you made it. And now it's time to party before we head out for tomorrow's road trip.
I like how they have all these supercars and classics, and then this is just me rocking up in a Ford Fiesta with no upgrades. Yeah, surprisingly there's a lot of modern rally cars, because I've been picking cars that I want to drive after I finish the game, considering I have a decent amount of credits now, and there wasn't many expensive things in this game besides some like the high-end hypercars, which is why I have a Koenigsegg, because I was just like, might as well spend it on something decent. I didn't want to pick up a Bugatti because, you know, that's everyone's choice. I should have picked an SLR. I don't think an SLR counts though. We can go check. We can go check, because the auto shows are right here. They've split the auto show and the garage up, but I don't think the SLR count.
Okay guys, are we ready? The first stop on this road trip is Montalina. Now this isn't a race. Take your time, explore a little. We ready? Let's go.
In 400
Not a race, he
meters,
says,
turn left.
despite it being a race, to get there in time. Because we are going back up to Montalino. Yeah, that's what I mean by the racing being good. Because if it didn't reset and we didn't go back to festival, wouldn't be allowed to do this. Also, this thing is widely uncontrollable in the first 2 gears on asphalt. Probably because it's got off-road tyres and I've given it way too much power for its own good. And it's got off-road suspension as well because it is a Celica and it's a rally car, according to the game. Yeah, this is where the thing will thrive, hopefully. He says as it creates more wheel spin. That's fine. I like drifting around in this game. Oh, God. It's fine, it will work out. It's probably because I made it rear-wheel drive. Can always change it back, I think.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Ooh! Yeah, I think by making a stupidly powerful rally car, I've actually just... I've invented a drift car. I've invented a drift car that does anything but go straight. Unless it's in 4th gear minimum. And I'm also getting rear-ended by SLS. Okay, so don't use the handbrake, don't use this thing in the rain. Gotcha, chief. Oh god. There. Thriving. Cut. Oh, by the way, Porsche was a DLC in this game. They had a genuine Porsche expansion, probably because this game was made pre-2015. Thus, EA kinda owned the rights to use Porsche in racing games full stop, and if you wanted to go through it, you had to go through EA, and EA I think were charging a stupid amount of money for one car brand. So everyone went, man, okay, we'll just get a roof instead. They're basically Porsches, they're the same thing. They're like, not the same thing, but shush, don't tell them that.
Alright, this is the 90s Rally Championship. There's some real icons in this bracket, and we've got some fantastic off-road routes that will really let them show off. Pick an event to do first.
And after all of that, we can finally do another race. Hooray! Yeah, yes, we're doing a race in this thing. And I have not changed a single thing about it. It's got terrible launch. No, it's not bad, it's called Smoking Start. One of those things, I bet this thing can do burnouts. We will attempt that at the end of the video. We will attempt to get this thing to do burnout. Damn it. Oh, if it wasn't for this Mitsubishi, would have made it through and I've been thrown into a tree. Got him up. Jesus. What is the pack racing right now? Ah, my car can't do pack racing. Well, are we gonna go through this the train yard, docky area thing? Or are we going around it? Are we going through Zona Industriale? No, we're not. Oh yeah, this game was before license plates were a thing in the Forza Horizon, so there were no license plates. So if you think that this car looks weird because there's nothing, there isn't a license plate. In fact, no. Oh yes, this game was also made before every tree was smashable. There was a lot of stuff you couldn't smash in this game that you can now. Takes a lot of concentration to drive this thing. It's like a Formula 1 car, but with no weight. And also got the wrong tyres on it. Oh god. Yeah, I've lost 2 positions on the transition to dirt because this is a trail race, for literally because this and this trail and this trail only. However, now it looks like dirt too. Once this thing gets past 3rd gear, it's gone. If it has to go back in 3rd gear, that's a different story. But once it gets past 3rd gear, gone.
Nice one, mate. You looked in control for that whole race there.
What? No, I didn't. No, the fuck I did. You looked in control the entire race there. The entire race. It's oversteering. It's oversteering. It's oversteering. Every single time I try to correct it, it snaps to the other direction. Oh god, I built a death trap. Oh god. I don't think the man knows. I can't remember his name. I don't think he knows what in control means. Oh! Yes! And thus the Celica has paid itself off.
PS.
We interrupt this. We interrupt this intermission of driving to the next race I was going to do, which was cross country, because one of the good head-to-heads have showed up, and I'm trying to catch up to him. What is he driving? I think he's driving an Evo. He's driving an Evo? Evo. Yeah, I told you, they always either match or outpace you. And like I said, you can just cheat. I've decided that I'm going to finish the race by going into this direction in a straight line, because that is the only thing my car is good at doing. When it comes to actual racing, it's very good at drifting.
In 100 meters.
That fence, I swear the fence surrounding it is smashable though. Yeah. Meow. Oh.
Recalculating route.
Okay, this will take a couple of attempts. Someone count the editing me. Count the attempts it takes to get through this forest. Never mind, I'm just that good. I'll take that back. Come on, grip back up, grip back up. Over the hill. Oh god, there's multiple hills. Uh-oh. Suspension test, extreme suspension test. Welcome to Forza, baby. And we are good. As he kills the traffic and rams a house. Hooray! Yeah, we get some XP, but did you see the money?
When it is safe to do so.
Fucking ridiculous! We are doing another race. This time it is a cross-country. Once again. I keep forgetting to turn off the radio because I turn it on in between things. And plus, you're here for the... Let's just... Oh, it won't let me. Okay, cool. So we're just going to start with a massive disadvantage. Okay. It's cross country, and cross country in this game is mostly straight lines. Straight lines that go up and down, but straight lines nonetheless. Oh god, we just gone through the festival and my car tried to do a barrel roll. Taking after his old man, peppy hair. Anyways. Yeah, 22% through, and I can already see the guy and I can already see other people, so done a pretty good job on catching up so far. I'm sorry, I'm used to playing... the only other Forzas I've been playing are current Forzas where that tree would be smashable, okay? I've been playing nothing but Horizon 6, and I also did a back-to-back comparison of Horizon 6 and Horizon 5 to prove a point that Horizon games do have handling changes, because I can play Horizon 6 with traction control off, but not Horizon 5 most of the time. Wait! It's Zona Industriale! Wee! Drop down. Cut through here, I think. Yeah, checkpoint ain't that wide. Uh-oh. This feels like a... This feels very risky. Oh! Oh! If we were in S2 cars, I bet they would have hit the roof there. Wee. This is like sand. Is that sand? I mean, I won't be annoyed if it is, because you can't get to a beach in this game. But damn, wasn't expecting sand in like essentially the middle of Italy, because this game was the first Forza, now I think about it, to have more than one like country, because Horizon 1 was Colorado, which is America, and only America. This game had half of it was the side we're on right now is in Italy, and if you go to the other side of the map you'd actually be in France. So the map sits on the border of Italy and France. We are almost at the end. Hope you're enjoying me trying to control the world's most uncontrollable Toyota. Well, I struggle to control the world's most uncontrollable Toyota. There we go.
Whoa, that was intense. Well done.
Oh, look, someone else is in the circle, but there's like one less point than me. How did that happen? No, seriously, how did that happen? What the f did you do? Like, didn't put an extra engine part in, I guess. No, he doesn't have the Forza error. That's what it is. He doesn't have the Forza error. I thought they got rid of it in 6 and they didn't. Damn it! More race. Oh god, it's raining. But one more race, then we'll do the experiment that I said I would do before of whether this thing can do whether I can make this thing do a burnout forever and ever and ever, amen. Because there are some cars in Forza that do, and there are some cars in Forza that don't, and then in Horizon 5 none of them can because of how Horizon 5 works. You can do it in 1 and 6 though. I have an AE6, I can do it in 6, and I can do it with basically anything that is rear-wheel drive. I've got that the other way around. I have an AE6, I can do it in Horizon 1, like, perfectly. Like, Need for Speed Pro Street Drag Burnout, where it just doesn't move. It just spins its silly little rear wheels. And, yeah, essentially any rear-wheel drive car that has a decent amount of power, even if it's only in C-Class, can do it as well. And I know that because I've got the starting Sylvia to do it. That was a dangerous cut there. I'm actually getting used to the sort of handling of this thing. You just have to be prepared for sliding on third gear. You basically just have to treat it like a drift car until fourth gear or more, and then you can just gun it. And do stupid stuff like that. But the idea is to maintain fourth gear. So basically, if you're gonna race in the city, don't drive this thing. If you're not gonna race in the city, and like a motorway, drive this thing, because oh my god, does this thing have top speed. And I know that because I got on a bit of a motorway to get here, and it did like 170 was what I saw at that highest speed. The only thing that's bad with this car, it has it reacts very badly to terrain changing on low gears. So corners like that are like really difficult to pull off. Oh god, it's a flying finish. Nice.
Oh wow, you made that look easy.
How far behind is everyone else? Oh, like 6% behind. Almost set score up. 11,000 experience. Oh, we get a wheel spin before the end of the video. Hooray. Ah. Right. This is a dirt trail, which means I mean, I can do it here. I can try to do it here, but it's not going to be good. Is there like a not dirt trail behind us?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
That I can use instead. I'm hoping down there is a main road.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at
I
your
said I would do it.
destination.
I said I would do it, and I'm keeping my word. I will give it a shot, even if it's raining. Even if I have to do it on a dirt road. Luckily, I don't have to do it on a dirt road. Oh! Hey! Look at that! It's not delivering any smoke because it's wet right now, but it can do it. I will do one more wheel spin that I got from the last race. 11 grand. Huh. On camera, of course when I'm recording I get nothing but bad stuff. And then when I'm not recording, I actually get good stuff. But yeah. That is Forza Horizon 2. My technical first Forza Horizon, if in a strange way. You should get a Forza Horizon, they're all very good. 5's not as good as the rest of them, but they're all very good nonetheless.